Hey guys, Justin here with oursleepguide.com. Today what I want to talk to you about is the yoga bed. Crystal and I have been sleeping on it for about a week now, and we just want to kind of share some of our results and how it worked for us and whether or not it could work for you. And first off, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the materials inside of the bed. Alright guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the materials of the yoga bed. And for starters, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the cover. The cover on this mattress is pretty nice. It's a nice, tight, got good elasticity to it, so it's able to snap back if you're pulling it out. It also has a great design on it. For somebody who just likes a flashy cover, it's actually quite cool. But the best thing about this cover is it's machine washable, and you can actually unzip it and take it off. So that's a really cool feature. I know that almost everybody's going to have a mattress protector on their mattress, which I highly recommend. But it's still nice to be able to take something off and have the freedom to be able to wash it if you want. The really cool thing about this to unzip it is when you unzip this cover, instead of like most mattresses, it's on the very bottom. Sometimes it's a little cumbersome to be able to unzip it as you're picking it up and running around. This zipper actually runs through the center of the mattress, so I can unzip that very easily and take this off and wash it. The next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the actual layers of foam inside of this bed. Okay, now for one of the most important, or the most important parts, we're going to talk about the layers of foam that's inside of this bed. So for starters, what you have, and I actually cut away this fire sock. This is something that you don't want to do. It's going to void your warranty and different things like that, so definitely just keep this thing on here. But just to show you guys a better demonstration, I just wanted to cut that back so you can see exactly what's inside of this bed. So for starters, what we have is we have 1 inch of yoga foam. Essentially what it is just a poly foam that's over the top. It's very responsive. It's kind of a light duty, comfort foam. Not really a lot of density to it at all. Then your bottom 2 inches underneath that yoga foam is going to be really where more of your comfort is going to be. That's going to be 2 inches of your memory foam gel. They call it a yoga gel foam, and this is where you're going to be able to get your shoulder to sink in a little bit better. It's going to cradle that shoulder and your hip more. You can probably see how slow moving it is. You can just see how that bottom 2 inches here, is that true memory foam. And I do like that part of the bed. Then what you're going to have is 5 inches of high density foam. This is more of your base foam that's underneath it. And the one thing about the yoga bed is I don't feel myself bottoming out. Somebody who comes from the mattress industry, it's very important to have something on your show floor that you're not going to feel like a customer is going to be bottoming out. It's just a sign of not the greatest quality, where on the yoga mattress you do not get that bottoming out feel, which is very important. And then on the bottom of that is going to be another 2 inches of support base foam. This base foam, it almost feels a little bit softer, but I like the amount of layers inside of this bed, and essentially what they do is they just laminate the foams together. So those would be your materials inside of the yoga bed. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a few different things in our experiences with this mattress. So first off, when we unboxed this about a week ago, The off-gassing in this bed, it was pretty minimal. We did notice some, so for somebody who's a little bit more sensitive to things like that, you may want to at least give yourself a few hours, maybe a day, to allow that to fully dissipate. Next, we want to talk about the comfort of this mattress. So when we were sleeping on it, how did it feel at night? Crystal and Lily are here to kind of demonstrate and let you guys know what they felt, and then I can go over some of the things that I felt.
Sure. As far as comfort goes, you kind of look at it from a viewpoint of when you're sleeping on your back, your side, and your stomach. And for me, I kind of switch positions throughout the night, mostly sleeping on my side though. And I thought that this mattress, as far as the comfort level goes, was really nice for side sleepers. That memory foam does allow your shoulder and your hip to sink in really nicely to give you good support, yet still be soft enough too. I slept on my back a little bit, and it did have good support for that as well. And then as far as sleeping on your stomach, I thought it was good, but there was a little bit, I felt like I wanted to sleep more on my side because it was maybe a little bit softer for my stomach.
Alright, so, we found the mattress was, a nice mattress, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being your firmest, 1 being the softest. It's going to be like most of these online mattresses where they're going to be right in between that 5.5 to 7 type category, and that's where this one lays, basically depending on the size of a person, because that has a lot to do with it as well. So for somebody who's going to be a little bit bigger and they're sleeping on their side, they're going to sink into this a little bit more. They're going to find it to be more of a medium soft type feel. For somebody who's just average size, it might be more of a luxury firm type feel. I liked sleeping on my back on this bed. I found that I grooved my lower back quite well, which is a bonus. For side sleeping, I do notice that my shoulder and my hip sink in properly, so for somebody who likes that comfort and for it to groove to your side, that's a bonus. So our experience of it was that it was a fairly comfortable bed. From there, motion transfer, which is always a big thing. I mean, you can see where Lily needed to get out of bed and kind of get rocked, and if she's crying next door in the crib at 4 o'clock in the morning, my wife has to go get her. It's important when we're not going to get a lot of vibration that goes through this mattress, and we didn't really find that we had a lot of vibration. I mean, there are some mattresses that are maybe a bit thicker, they have a better foam density in them, and they do have less of that motion transfer, but all in all, it doesn't have coils inside of it. It's got some memory foam that absorbs some of that movement, and then that base foam underneath. Like I said, it's not going to be a cheaper base foam where you feel like you're bottoming out and you're going all the way through to that box spring. So the motion transfer on this bed would be pretty good. From there, as far as edge support goes, I know edge support can be really important for some people, not so much for others. Your edge support for an all foam mattress, I thought was pretty good. I don't feel like I'm having that real slide out of the bed type feel, which is nice. You can see if I'm laying on the edge here, I'm going to get a few inches of sink to it, but if I'm right on that edge, I'm not going to feel like I'm falling or rolling out of the bed. So this mattress is going to provide good end-to-end and side-to-side sleep surface, which is really important. So for those 4 things, with off-gassing, the comfort of the mattress, motion transfer, edge support, hopefully that gave you just a better breakdown of how the Yogabed performed for us and how it might perform for you. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about whether or not it slept cool for us. I didn't really experience any issues with the sleeping cool part of it. I am a warm sleeper, I've just kind of dealt with it. It's not like I slept any cooler sleeping in this mattress, but I didn't sleep any warmer, so I wouldn't be worried about getting overly hot in this mattress, so that's a good thing for us. Next, what we want to do is talk about the value of this bed. So from a value perspective, in a queen size, this mattress sells for $874, and right now they do have a promotion where they do have $125 off. So that's going to bring it down to $749 for a queen mat only. Then it also does come currently with 2 pillows, and these are the pillows that it comes with. You have some pretty dense memory foam pillows in here. So for somebody who likes a little bit of a firmer pillow, more of a mid-loft in the thickness category, they're great for back sleeping. I found that they group to my neck and my back pretty well, or my head and my neck. And if I did know that Crystal, when she tried to use it, she's a stomach sleeper, she didn't really prefer that. So keep that in mind. But you know, they come with it, so if you need to throw them on a spare bed or stick them on a couch or something like that, they're going to be wonderful for that. So value-wise, you know, the value is a pretty decent value at $749. So you know, for our conclusion of this mattress, you know, we just really wanted to break down some of the different specs on this bed and tell you how it performed for us. You know, hopefully it was helpful, so then you can look at a yoga mattress or consider something else. But you know, it's if you need our help for anything, you can always just leave comments below. You know, we'd love to get back to people and kind of explain, you know, into more detail as far as what we experienced while sleeping on this mattress and many others. So for other information, please go to oursleepguide.com, check out our website, and from there, thanks guys, and just have a great day. Bye.